Yahoo News, 10th of April 2023, India begins an Arunachal village building initiative while ignoring the irate illegal Tibetan occupier, China. To launch a 48 billion rupee, $585 million, development program, India's influential Home Minister travelled to a Himalayan frontier state that China claims as part of its territory on Monday. He said that this would increase the security of the unmarked border. Home Minister Amit Shah described the scheme, which would encompass roughly 3,000 villages in 4 states and 1 federally governed territory on the Chinese border, as an effort to stop migration out of border regions. Shah added that Indian troops, who have long been stationed in the area, ensured that no one was looking over its borders or encroaching on its land during his visit to Arunachal Pradesh on Monday. He made his remarks after Beijing declared that it vehemently opposed his intended trip to the eastern state and believed that his actions violated China's territorial sovereignty. New Delhi and Beijing's relations have been strained since brutal confrontations between their military elsewhere in the western Himalayas in 2020, which resulted in the deaths of 24 soldiers. Arunachal Pradesh has now emerged as a new hotspot between the two countries. In the Tawang region of the state, where fighting between the two sides' troops took place in December of last year, India denied China's request to rename 11 locations, including 5 mountains, in Arunachal Pradesh. The 11 locations China had renamed were depicted on a map issued last week. Southern Tibet, or Zangnan in Chinese, was shown to encompass Arunachal Pradesh. Shah, a close friend of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and widely regarded as the second most important figure in the country, claimed that the bravery and sacrifices of the soldiers on the border had allowed Indians in the hinterland to sleep peacefully. "They have ensured that no one can see our borders," Shah said during a public gathering in Kibathu, one of the last inhabited towns in India, which is only a few miles from the Chinese border. Kibathu is located in the Anjar district of Arunachal Pradesh. Speaking in Hindi and without mentioning China, Shah declared, "Today we proudly say, gone are the days when anyone could encroach on our territory." In 1962, India and China engaged in a brief but violent war, and Kibathu was among the first Indian cities to be occupied by Chinese soldiers. The Vibrant Villages program, which Shah unveiled on Monday, will give what he dubbed the first village of India access to amenities like banking, power, cooking gas, jobs, physical and digital connectivity, and other necessities. 10 years ago, there was concern that the community was closing down. The Modi government has spent millions of dollars since taking office in 2014 to improve the military and civilian infrastructure along India's 3,800 kilometers (2,360-mile) border with China, analysts claim, infuriating Beijing. Wang Wenbin, a spokesman for the Chinese Foreign Ministry, responded to a question on Shah's visit earlier on Monday by describing Zangnan as China's occupied territory. The Indian official's visit to Zangnan breaches China's claim to the occupied territory and harms the calm and tranquility along the border. That China has broken,